Happy New Year. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Johnny.
There you go. And, this is a Johnny Smash from the Gold Coast. I'm here at the, I have no idea where I am again.
Mansfield, Johnny Mansfield.
Uptown Mansfield, near Brisbane. We're about, we're kind of close to Brisbane, 10k away from Brisbane.
That's still pretty close.
Which is the capital, New Yorkers, of Queensland, the Sunshine State.
That's a good fact.
It is a good fact.
Just throw in there.
Get a rough idea exactly where we are on the planet Earth.
We're a big deal, Brisbane.
Yes, we are the happening spot. We're like the Miami, Florida, I guess, of Australia, are we? I have no idea. That's a bad reference. Did I introduce myself? Yeah, I did. 6'1" and tons of fun. This is Johnny Smash. To my left, the wonderful, the beautiful SX.
Oh, Johnny.
Just playing some roller. Just fresh from a game or not so. And we have official thumbs up from our man on the left-hand side of us tonight, the famous Video Bob.
Seen across the world, I hear these days. Videoing his Bobness everywhere.
His reputation well and truly precedes him. He is the man that brings you these fabulous images from Queensland, the Sunshine State. We're getting ready for our second bout in our big roller derby doubleheader, the New York Stock Exchange, taking the boys from Brisbane, the Scartel, in the red and black. Probably now's the time to go through our two teams for this second bout.
First up, we have the Brisbane City Rollers, 173, Copter. This is Copter's last game with BCR.
Sad news, we just found out he's moving down to
Canberra, I believe.
Canberra, yes.
Not bad teams down there, so I'm sure he'll have fun. Then we have 181, D, 323, Blacktooth Grinner, 35, Hank Fister, 404, HP Shovecraft, 5, Arsenal, 633, Synaptic Kid, 71, RPG, your vice captain, 79, Shirley, and your captain, FE3C, Fuzz.
And back for more work in double time tonight, New York Stock Exchange, the team 0, Sammy Dangerfield, 11 is a Rinkworm, aka Stanton, number 12, of course, is Toxic Hazmat, 125, Sex, Malcolm Sex, 1275, Jimmy Rage, number 17, rocking up once again, Kai Sexual, number 20, Abe Drinkin', I like that name, number 30 is Skunk, 311, of course, is Otter Manic, 318, a Glitterosaurus Rex, 517, a T-Stop, a Tornado, number 6 is a Jonathan R, 65, a Paul Funyon, and number 8, of course, is Harm's Way. They are the New York Stock Exchange. They're skating again. They're full of beans.
They're a fit bunch. 2 bouts.
Holy moly.
Straight after each other, just line those bad boys up. Punch them out.
And I'm looking over there, they're laughing, they're having fun. They must love this great game of roller derby. They're back for more.
They're just getting things done.
Of course, they're ranked number 3 on the murder rankings. New York Stock Exchange, representing the NYSE. Shout out to Howie here. He might be watching online. I was talking to him on Instagram from New Jersey.
This is very exciting. We've got our first lineup out there. We have number 0, Sammy, up against 71, RPG.
And check it out, they're all shaking hands.
Very cordial, very gentlemanly.
There goes our whistle. There go our skaters. Sammy Dangerfield's in the midst of that pack somewhere.
He is hungry to get out of that pack. Oh, it takes a big hit by, I think, Shirley, who yields him to the back and forces a cut on him. So it looks like it's BCR's Power Jam.
RPG is jamming one blocker to get past. Here he comes with that famous beard.
Blowing in the wind.
Blowing in the wind.
Ever so elegantly.
Drawing the power from that beard. Here he comes. He wants the points.
Well, we had some nice rushing offense from Copter, breaking up the pack. Not enough, though. We had RPG knocked out, but he's back on the track again.
RPG copping some nice defense from Sex at the back of the pack. He has to come right back. It's a hot night. So plenty of hot sex on track tonight.
Hot sex, hot Rex. I'm sure the others are hot too.
Jammer alert. Sammy back on track, as you can see, getting through for that initial pass.
Oh, he is out of there and almost back around. RPG hasn't called it. Just in the nick of time by the looks of it.
Holy H moly, did you see that big hit Arsenal put on as well? That is jam over. 4 points to the Brisbane team.
Next up on the jammer line, we have Automatic for the Shock Exchange and Fuzz for BCR.
Fuzz is El Capitano of the Brisbane team.
Oh, and we also have a clear box. The boys are playing it clean.
Well behaved so far. There goes the whistle. They go all out skaters. That's what you call a very tight pack once again.
Oh, Automatic makes it out of the pack, and here's your lead jammer, ladies and gentlemen.
Lead jammer on the first bend. New York Shock Exchange. Nice defense by the New York blockers as well.
Fuzz went down with a bunch of New York boys there. Back up. He's fighting sex at the back, getting through. Stopped by some more Shock Exchange. And they've just waterfalled on top of him. They're very skillful at that.
New York wants the points. More points. Nice defense this time by the Brisbane team.
Automatic is looking for points, while Fuzz makes it out of the pack, but unfortunately accrues a forearm penalty while doing so he is off to the sin bin.
Hungry for points like me, the Sizzler lineup. Hungry. More points to the New York Shock Exchange. Check out the blockers for New York, slowing it right down.
Oh, and this is what the Shock Exchange do best. Offense off the line. They are fantastic at this. But BCR are holding their own with some excellent defense by Copter, Shovecraft, Hank Fister, and Blacktooth Grinner.
Perseverance paying off for the New York Shock Exchange. 5 more points. Still plenty of time left in this jam.
Some beautiful offense by the Shock Exchange, getting 2 of the BCR boys sealed all the way to the back. 2 less people for Automatic to fight through to get those points.
That's HP and Copter to the front. Nice D by Brisbane. That's the initial pass for the Brisbane team. 5 more points to New York. They caught up.
That was a beautiful jam.
That's a big jam for New York Shock Exchange.
Taking the lead by 16 points. Now at 20 to the Scartel's number 4. And Synaptic Kid up to jam for the Brisbane City Rollers. And
Jimmy Rage.
thanks, Johnny.
Lining up for New York. Don't be confused, viewers. Synaptic Kid has a Fuzz jersey on. That is, of course, the one and only Synaptic Kid. Jamie.
He is a quick mover, Synaptic Kid.
Gets taken down. He has to come right back. Kept on skating, however. Kept on rolling. This time he's coming right back.
Being yielded by Wyatt.
A lead, a jammer. Jimmy Rage. Easily gets through, scores the points, 5 more points.
Copter's back on the track to help the defense for the Brisbane City Rollers. Oh!
That was a big hit at the back of the pack.
Oh, and Synaptic Kid is sent to the bin for a cut track penalty.
New York power jam.
Jimmy Rage looks hungry for those points. Oh, but he takes a fall and just keeps on going.
Still plenty of time left in this jam. Nice defense by Copter at the front of the pack.
D giving him a bit of a hand. Looks like Shirley's out there bridging. Last line of defense is D. Gives him a nice shoulder whack and yields him back. Oh, but takes a massive hit by the New York Shock Exchange captain.
Holy moly, you can see Synaptic Kid making his way back onto the track. Plenty of carnage. I like a bit of carnage.
Then you would have liked that.
Hit and spin by Jimmy Rage. Scores the full 5 points.
Synaptic Kid back on the track, and he is out of there. He has no interest in staying in that pack, ladies and gentlemen.
Jimmy Rage calls that jam off. That is jam over. Still plenty of time left in this first half. Exciting stuff.
That's so exciting. There's so much action, so many big hits.
Sexual. When I get that feeling, I get a Sexual. He is on track jamming for New York, and that is RPG with that famous, well, it's now famous, beard of RPG jamming for the Brisbane team.
Some say it's where he gets his power from, Johnny.
Like He-Man.
Like a shark, can never sleep.
Sexual makes it look also nice around the outside lead, the jammer.
Oh, and RPG takes a tiny gap on the inside line and flies out of there. Like Sexual decides to slide through the pack and call it off. Scoring no points.
They look good though, look good.
You do need to be upright and in play to score points while passing your opponents.
That's a shame.
It is, it looks very impressive.
Speaking of impressive,
those pants
come to mind straight away. Very impressive.
Highlighted by those socks.
Oh, that's the exclamation point.
It's a whole package, Sammy.
I know Copter would appreciate that fashion prowess. He is jamming for the Brisbane team.
Oh, a big hit on Copter, knocking him square out by Sex. Forcing to be yielded by Wyatt, who Shirley is taking on to help Copter.
Shami is a lead jammer, gives a thumbs up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the thumbs up is cheers to number 6, who cannot be here today, Jonathan.
5 more Grand Slam points. As Sammy Dangerfield always does, makes it look good.
Ooh, a big hit on Sammy. He is being yielded.
Nice defense on both jammers.
Oh, Copter nearly stepping back on track.
No, he's busted.
Oh dear.
Heading to the penalty box. New York, a power jam.
Didn't quite save it. He put in a good effort though. Oh, and Sammy going round the outside. He must get power from those socks and pants the way RPG gets power from his beard.
Obviously tremendous power coming from those multicolored socks.
It was beautiful. Oh, beautiful hit by Snaptic Kid on Sammy, but not quite enough to stop him getting through.
A little bit more hit and spin action.
Fantastic twirlers.
Oh, hit and spin. Couple of big hits. Taking on all comers.
With a massive smile on his face.
A bit like Rocky Balboa going, is that all you got?
He is enjoying himself out there, Sammy.
Giving thumbs up to the crowd.
Meanwhile, Copter is making his way back on the track, but is being yielded all the way back by Wyatt.
Nice evasive skills and fantastic poise pulling that jam off. That was a big jam for New York, a shock exchange.
They certainly have blown out the score very quickly. It was an impressive start from BCR, and there is still plenty of time for them to come back, however.
Well, that's right, a power jam here, a power jam there, bada boom, bada bing. The game can change.
Oh, it looks like we have Copter in the bin.
That means Ottoman is the automatic.
Oh.
Can have a bit of a spin and appreciate the fact that he is the lone jammer on track.
This is his track.
I'm the lone jammer. That means I can spin as much as I want to.
Sometimes I have to think about it first, but then I can twirl real pretty.
It's obviously easier to turn anti-clockwise than it is clockwise. A big hello to everyone watching online as we speak. This broadcast going out live, I believe.
Hello.
To the Derby-loving public of this fabulous planet Earth. We're in the Sunshine State.
Oh, he's got more tricks.
There's a bit of discussions. There's a few discussions happening in the centre of the track.
Looks like we're having some good chats. We've got good old Honest Dave in the centre there, trying to figure out what's going on. Hopefully he'll come back and give us the goss.
Almost Dave, our man on the front line.
So that's Tipsy Moo out there in the middle, just making sure that all the skaters calm down a little bit. There's a bit too much angst out there at the moment. The Tipsy Moo is making sure everyone just takes a deep breath, quiet down, make sure no one gets hurt.
Did you hear that? Almost Dave, our other commentator on track here, saying a head referee has had a bit of a chat with some of the guys on track to simmer down. It's a bit too much angst on track. I myself like a bit of angst.
It's no fun that way.
I'm checking out what's happening on track now. It looks like the angst is still rocking and rolling. 5 more points for New York Stock Exchange.
Automatic, some fancy footwork getting out of that pack. Looks like the BCR boys are ready. Copter is back on track and coming around, hoping for a surprise attack. He's met by the Stock Exchange wall.
A nice defense by the Brisbane City Rollers. Automatic forced to yield. Copter gets through for his initial pass. Nice defense on Otter. Otter calls that jam off.
That certainly was another action-packed jam. I can see what they mean about simmering down. It looks like all fun and games from here, but it gets very heated on the track sometimes.
We got some big blokes. We got some big, furry, sweaty men on track. And I love the fact that they're big, sweaty men, but sometimes it can get a bit argy-bargy, can get a bit too much. So it's up to the referee to just say, boys, come on, let's settle down.
Simmer down.
Let's play some roller derby.
Oh, we have Jimmy Rage, who almost got out with a beautiful gap on the inside, but decided to not risk the cut penalty, and RPG is out of there, ladies and gentlemen.
RPG once again turning to that fabulous facial hair. He is the lead jammer.
He's come up to the back of the pack looking for points, while Jimmy Range is not far behind, and oh, he screws through, ladies and gentlemen. That is a jammer shanking.
That was a ninja work on the inside by Jimmy Rage. And they talk to Jimmy Rage a bit later. We're going to start a rock and roll band together.
That is Stock Exchange's 4 points to BCR's 1.
Kai Sexual lining up against, let me say that again, Kai Sexual lining up against HP Shovecraft. And it looks like we've got our referees in the center of the track having a bit of a chin wag once again.
They're enjoying these chin wags this game.
I have no idea what's going on. Could be a bit more simmering down happening.
A fun fact for you, ladies and gentlemen, HP Shovecraft is actually one of the Wizards of Oz. So he has just been to the state.
Oh, is that right? The Men's Roller Derby World Cup. Is that true? That just happened, didn't it?
It did just
I have
happen.
no idea. Yeah, it did. That's right. I'm thinking of the Women's World Cup too. I'm so confused.
All the World Cups.
So many World Cups.
So much roller derby.
We've got a few Australian representatives on track this evening. We got Fuzz, RPG, Copter, Synaptic Kid, all representing Australia. That's right, Australia.
Australia.
In the Men's World Cup.
Looks like we've got skaters back on track. A little bit of oh dear, yes. No, these BCR boys are famous. Absolutely famous for their sweat. It comes off them in bucket loads.
Yeah, the referees always bring an extra pack of chamois onto the track. Mops, cleaning utensils.
Have to keep this safe.
They're very hairy too, so there's plenty of excess hair on track after each jam. Famous for their hair and sweat. Google it.
Oh.
The lead jammer once again, New York Stock Exchange. That is Kai Sexual.
Meanwhile, that was an excellent forced cut by Skunk on HP Shovecraft.
That means Kai Sexual is the lone jammer.
Being held up at the front by Copter.
Yeah, nice defense by Copter once again. Kai Sexual is going to come right back again into the center of the pack. Kai Sexual copping an absolute flogging. Keeps on rolling though.
HP Shovecraft thinking about coming back onto the track. Arsenal and Copter and Shirley.
Some big buffy blokes at the front of the pack.
Yeah, they're holding down the fort, waiting for HP to come back on. Shock Exchange are ready, and they absorb the brunt of that attack.
Oh, big hit, Shirley. Shirley, you must not be joking. That was a big hit on Sexual.
Taking him all the way to the back of the pack. Meanwhile, HP Shovecraft is back in the penalty box.
HP is on a hat trick.
He's not enjoying himself.
Sexual taking on all comers.
A bit of a blocker cut by D out there.
That means 3 blockers on track with the Brisbane team. Sexual is still trying to get through this red and black wall. Keep time around the outside. That is a cutting penalty. Nice defense.
Beautiful defense by BCR, forcing a cut on Kai Sexual.
HP Shovecraft taking that invitation. He is back on track. Jam alert. New York setting up their wall. Bada boom, bada bing. Well done.
Oh, and HP Shovecraft, the poor thing, has got another penalty for illegal re-entry. I believe it is because he stepped back on the track too close to the front of the pack.
And that was just before the whistle, I believe. Then that jam. So 3 times in the penalty box. Plenty going on track. Here we go. What's going on? What's going on? We got that timeout once again.
This is testing everybody's rules knowledge. Such action.
Such action. We're at the Mansfield Indoors Roller Derby Emporium here in the Sunshine State. 10 minutes outside of Brisbane, the capital of Queensland. For you people not in the know. Still plenty of time, believe it or not, left in this first half. Still just under 16 minutes. And now we're rolling. Sexual back on track. HP back on track.
Oh, was that a back block? No, it wasn't. HP Shovecraft is your lead jammer.
HP just powering his way through. Both jammers through.
We had a fake star pass. Kai Sexual putting back on the star and getting out of there.
Nice. Oh, sorry. That was a big jump by Kai Sexual. But that is a jam over.
RPG back on the track for BCR jamming. Well, Sammy, he's taking the star for the Shock Exchange.
Those pants have spent too much time on the sideline. They need to get back on track. Extremely tight pants, by the way.
Oh, dear.
Sammy trying to zigzag his way through. RPG, a couple of big hits in the back of the pack.
Oh, and Sammy almost out of there. Out of play, penalty called, and he is your lead jammer.
A nice defense presenting up, stopping RPG. That's the word I'm looking for. Stopping. RPG getting through.
Massive jump by Sammy. Almost made it through, but got a little tap and got knocked out.
Waste no time to get back and through the pack for more points. 5 more points.
Fuzz nearly getting a penalty for blocking the jammer. Very far out of bounds.
Automatic heading to the penalty box. Fuzz, the captain of the Brisbane team, heading to the penalty box as well. I believe are blocking in the wrong direction. RPG is trying his luck down the inside line. Keeps on rolling.
And we have a cut penalty on RPG. The floor is clear for Sammy. Oh, and a beautiful sweep from the outside of the in. Sammy does not even touch the sides.
Yeah, 5 more points to the New York team. Breaking through that 100-point barrier.
There's a full BCR collective out there. So Sammy decides he can't be bothered contending anymore and calls it off.
That is a jam over. We've got some more chamois on track. Brisbane City Rollers, famous, as we mentioned earlier, for their body sweat. But they don't smell, funny enough. There's no body odor, but plenty of sweat.
They just create a lot of liquid. So do the Shock Exchange, but BCR are just next level.
As I mentioned earlier, it's probably about 95 degrees Celsius here with about 1,000% humidity. It's very, very hot.
Automatic jumping to it. Has the track to himself. Only for a second though. RPG is back on, approaching the pack slowly, calculating. Oh, excellent defense by the Shock Exchange, knocking him out immediately, but he is back on and fighting while Automatic comes around looking for points.
Holy moly, it's like a Bruce Lee movie on track at the moment. Automatic has to come right back behind that pack. RPG getting knocked out of bounds at the front of the pack.
Well, some fancy twirling by Automatic. Oh, massive hit by Copter on the outside.
Holy H moly, that was a big hit. Takes the points. 5 more points.
RPG still working his way through the back.
Oh, check it out. Spin. No hidden spin. That was all spin for 5 points. Oh!
And he did it again. That was beautiful. And he managed to score all 5 points.
That was some real Michael Jordan hang time. 5 more points.
BCR really need to focus on stopping the bleeding and stopping the other gemmer from scoring by getting their gemmer out. Looks like they're giving it a red hot go though.
Plenty of big hits on track. RPG, I can see heading to the penalty box.
You know what that means, Johnny.
Power jam once again.
Oh, Copter flies back on track, commits a high block, flies straight back out again.
Check out the Brisbane blockers setting up.
Oh, and this Shock Exchange come through in a wave of beautiful offense. Arsenal, last line of defense. Automatic just made it look easy.
5 more points.
Shirley and Sex having a bit of a cuddle. Leaves 2 BCR blockers at the front to take on Automatic.
Ladies and gentlemen, Automatic absolutely great.
That was a huge jam to Automatic. And a nice round of applause for some fine skating.
I didn't quite catch the number, but I believe that was at least a 20-pointer, if not far more. He racked up some serious numbers.
Some serious numbers. Not even joking.
For realsies, not for play.
That's it.
Now we have a timeout.
Plenty of timeouts here tonight.
So we've had a quick timeout for.
Still plenty of time left in this first half. Scartel of the New York Shock Exchange. A big hello to everyone watching online. Checking out the fine roller derby stylings here in southeast Queensland.
We have Jimmy Rage jamming for the Shock Exchange. Looks like the Shock Exchange boys are nice and ready to get back on the track and get going with the action.
And how blessed we are to have this team rocking and rolling down here in Australia. They've got a few more games coming up. I believe they're still heading to Sydney and Melbourne. So how do they get the energy? Plenty of Gatorade and water.
Full itinerary, isn't it?
Yeah. More dates than the Rolling Stones here in Australia. And frankly, a lot more interesting.
We have Fuzz up to jam for BCR.
Jimmy Rage back for more roller derby awesomeness. Copious amounts of roller derby awesomeness.
It appears he likes a run-up. It's quite a tight pack at the moment.
That's an extremely tight pack.
Looks like Fuzz is pushing the Shock Exchange to the front while Jimmy Rage is working at the back on Synaptic Kid. Oh, and Fuzz is your lead jammer.
El Capitano of the Scartel lead jammer, and this crowd is going bazonkers. Jimmy Rage is in the penalty box, so we got a good old-fashioned Brisbane Scartel power jam.
Massive hit on Fuzz, but he manages to stay in on 1 foot.
Yeah, somehow keeping his feet, he keeps on rolling. And once again, it's me at the sizzle lineup. He's hungry for points. Cops a big hit, gets up again. Oh, that could be a penalty. A cutting penalty. The Fuzz, unfortunately.
He did go down and just a fraction of the forearm went out, so it was a cut track. Meanwhile, Jimmy Rage, keen to get back on the track, being drawn back by Synaptic Kid. Wyatt offering some offense. Oh, and Jimmy is straight through the pack, Johnny.
That was a big gap opening up.
Wyatt knows his offense.
Scartel keen to set up a wall out front, get broken up by the New York Stock Exchange.
Cop to Hank Fister and Blacktooth Grinner, holding him at the front.
Jimmy
He
Ray,
fights his way through.
5 more points. Jammer alert. Fuzz is back on track, as you can see. Some jammer on Jamie Accioni, as I like to say, big cojones. Nice defense all round.
Both teams committing to their on-track defense. It's beautiful to watch.
Some big hits going down. That is jam over.
Fuzz believes he was counter-directionally hit, but the referees do not agree. So I believe at this point in time we have a clean box, which is lovely to see. The gentlemen getting along.
Everyone loves a clean box. And we have just, as you can see, just over 8 minutes, or exactly 8 minutes left in this first half. New York v Brisbane.
Oh, it's your favorite skater. You can say the name. Go ahead.
I'll say it like this. This one's for the ladies. Bisexual. Back on track.
That was beautiful.
That's my Barry White voice. Bisexual.
BCR are yet to field a jammer. I believe they are contesting something.
Oh, we're on camera. Hang on, this is where we do something interesting.
Oh God, I look terrible. I'm sweaty. Hide me, Johnny. Hide me.
Hang on, guys. And we're gone. And we're gone. That was our 1 second of fame. Hang on, I'll suck my stomach in a bit so I look a bit more.
No, don't.
Is that my good side? That's my Julio Iglesias side.
Just Johnny here.
What's going on? But something's going on. We still have a timeout. Once again, a big hello to the roller derby loving audience from around the world.
Excel's out there finding out.
Oh, good.
So, still let's know what's going on.
This can give us this is probably a fantastic opportunity to mention some of the major sponsors for the New York Stock Exchange Down Under Tour, Rock and Roll Tour, Queens of the Sin Bin, Bozo Wine. I like that name, Bozo Wine. Founders Brewing, SKI Beer. There's a lot of alcohol involved here.
I'm okay with that.
Don Pedro Bar and Wet Lubricants.
Oh.
I wonder what anyway. Don Pedro Bar and Wet Lubricants. That's what it says here on my bit of paper.
He's not lying, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
Not making that up.
That's one of the major sponsors. Shout out to Wet Lubricants.
Hey guys. How's your lubricant? Wet?
That's why I like my lubricants.
We hope so.
Bisexual. Lining up against RPG, I believe that is number 71 for the Brisbane team. All skaters on track. As you mentioned, we got a clean box.
You got to keep your box clean. It's the only way to have a box.
Exactly right. Once again, another tight pack running the first bend.
Oh, Kai Sexual. Best out of that tight pack.
There's a line somewhere, I'm not touching it. RPG. Still trying to get through. A couple of blockers out front from New York. Couldn't spin.
Some
Gets through
excellent
for initial
defense by Wyatt at the front there.
Bisexual calls that jam off. 4 more points to the New York team.
Just like that, the jam is over. Oh, we have the pants back. also known as Sammy, but I like the pants. And we have Synaptic Kid up to jam for BCR.
Don't be confused, the fans watching online. Fuzz on his jersey, but that is the one and only Synaptic Kid.
Trust us. We are your commentators.
Who else are you going to trust? You really?
Oh, Synaptic Kid almost making it through on a gap on the inside, being hit out by Paul Bunyan.
Fantastic defense around by the Brisbane City Rollers as well. Synaptic once again has to come back.
A big hit by Sex there, wasn't that, Jenny? Oh, and he goes in backwards, twirls around his offense, and unfortunately accrues a cut penalty.
Semi Dangerfield wants the points. Working the angles, trying to get through that red wall out front. Well done. 5 points to New York. Blacktooth Grinner also in the penalty box. So they got a jammer and a couple of blockers in the penalty box. Brisbane.
2 blockers left on track for BCR to hold Sammy back. They give it their all, almost snuck him out, but he just gets around.
5 more points to Sammy.
Shirley, the only blocker on the track. He's joined just a smidge too late. Sammy gets through.
Another big jam for the New York team. Synaptic Kid, as you can see, jam alert back on track for the Brisbane team.
His feet move so quickly. Oh, and he makes it around the outside. Ladies and gentlemen, Synaptic Kid is out of there, but Sammy decides to call it. Something I noticed when we were playing the Shock Exchange, Sammy, when he calls it off, he likes to stand on one leg and tap his hips.
Something to keep an eye on, Derby fans. 1 foot. Tapping it.
Yeah, it's like a hook around the hip, not like a tap on the hip.
A lot of CV jammers like to have their own style when it comes to calling off a jam.
I haven't seen him get frantic yet either. It's always the one style, 1 foot.
HB Shovecraft, a very stylish skater for the Brisbane team. Very stylish man all around in everything he does. Fine dresser. A lover of the arts.
He's got some lovely tattoos.
He has got some lovely tattoos. Automatic. Fantastic dance moves just displayed. He's jamming for the New York team. Copter once again lining up.
Massive hit on Automatic. Shirley is sent to the bin. Copter fighting 2 Shock Exchange gentlemen at the front of the pack. Not moving incredibly quickly. Automatic gets hit down and out and is yielded to the back by Arsenal.
Rex is going to the penalty box as well.
Copter is on the back of Wyatt, being held there. Given some help by Fuzz. It's a game of speed, but Copter is out.
Well, then Copter gets through with that initial pass, but that is a jam over.
Automatic calling it, not letting Copter score, which is sad. Copter should always score when Copter wants to score.
He's one of those guys, he's so damn likeable. You only want good things to happen to him. We have 4 minutes left in this first half. NYSE v Scartel.
Ooh, Jimmy Rage versus RPG again. These two are quite a common pair for jamming this game.
It seems like it. New York have 3 blockers on track, 2 blockers for the Brisbane team.
Synaptic Kid and Fuzz holding back Jimmy. Oh, and RPG is out of there, ladies and gentlemen. He is your lead jammer.
Once again, turning to the power of that fabulous beard. A lead jammer. Both jammers through.
Jimmy Rage out of the pack and flying around that track looking for points. Will there be a jammer shanking?
2 points to New York.
No, we have 2 points to the Shock Exchange to BCR's 3 points.
And we are lining up the captain for the Brisbane team, Fuzz, jamming.
And we are yet to see a jammer for the Shock Exchange.
Lining up once again.
And we have a clean box.
We all seem to have a clean box when Kai Sexual is on track.
beautiful defensive work by both teams on track at the moment. Neither Gemma has had success in getting out. Fuzz is painfully close.
One block gonna get past.
I believe that's Wyatt holding him back. Last line of defense, he's out of play, and Fuzz is your lead jammer.
Nicely done, Fuzz. This crowd going bazonkers. Here's the lead jammer. Nice defense by the Brisbane team.
Blacktooth Grinner, Copter, and Hank Pfister are holding Kai Sexual back. Oh, we have a lot of crashing and tumbling on the track. Things are being called. And we're straight back to it.
A little gap on the inside, but Kai Sexual will just sneak his way through for that initial pass. Fuzz wants the points.
We have Kai Sexual coming around, but it is called before he manages to score.
Nice done for 5 more points on that last lap.
We have the Scartel on 26 to the New York Stock Exchange on 167.
Just checking out some of the comments online. Too many baggy shorts. I'm finding it difficult to objectify the players. You and me, girlfriend. Here we go. Not much time left in the second half. We are rolling. Who do we have? RPG jamming along Shami. Shami's jamming for the New York team. Gets through his lead. Jammer.
Dem Pants. RPG being yielded to the back. Quickly back on track.
Those pants are just so damn magnificent.
Oh, Sammy forcing his way through that pack, not taking no for an answer and getting 5 more points.
Sammy, he's probably easily objectified. They're pretty tight. Those pants.
Massive hit on harm's way by Copter, creating enough confusion to get RPG out of that track.
Okay, we're going to try to get some of the, see how many penalties have been scored at half time. We'll get to the centre of the track. Not much time left in this half. Shout out to some of our referees here this evening, the black and white. And let's face it, they are out of sight, keeping everything above board.
Making sure things don't get too carried away.
That is officially half-time, I believe.
It is.
The score, as you can see on the screen, 176 to New York, 26 points to the Scartel. I believe we're going to have a short break, or do you want us to just yabber on? I don't know. Well, what do we do?
Let's take a short break.
Let's take a short break. We'll get a list of some of the penalties and how many penalties some of the guys have got, and we'll
bring that back to you.
Back very soon. Get yourself something to drink. You know, come on. Get yourself something to eat. Get ready for the second half.
Get comfortable.
I think we're having it's about 14 and a half minutes before we come back, so see ya.
Yeah, that's about right.
Didn't you more tired then?
Oh, pardon?
Maybe a bit tired and sore and bruised.
I'm ready for bed, yeah. I'm really told me to do for like in halftime. But like whenever I find someone. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with your roller derby action for tonight.
We're back at the Eagle Roller Derby Emporium. Oh, is that right?
I'm loving these names, Johnny.
Roller Derby Express.
Roller Derby Express
Here
Emporium.
at the Emporium at the Mansfield / Mount Gravatt Eagle Sports Complex.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special treat for you tonight. We have a picture in front of us of the penalty board.
Now, I believe video Bob flashed it up on the screen a little bit earlier, but yeah, we'll go through some of the penalties. Brisbane have a few up their sleeve, by the way.
Brisbane are getting real excited. We have Copter on 5 penalties. Ooh. We have some back blocks, some cutting, some out of play penalties. We have Buzz, who is also on 5 penalties.
5 penalties.
Those boys have got a lot going on. Synaptic Kid, HP, Hank Fister are all on 3.
Yeah. So again, very physical, the boys from Brisbane. We are rolling. This is the second half. Who do we have? Sammy.
The Pants.
The Pants are back on track. And the one and only Fuzz jamming for the Brisbane team.
Seems to be a very lateral movement on the track at the moment. Both jammers going from side to side, getting hit out and jumping straight back on. Neither jammer is out. Sammy made me a liar. He is your lead jammer.
Sammy Dangerfield always styling. Fuzz also gets through for that initial pass.
We're going to have some jammer on jammer action, Johnny?
Jammer on jammer actione. A little bit jammer on jammer actione. Big cojones, but that is a jam over.
Sammy the Pants deciding to call it rather than risk losing any points.
I'm checking out those pants like up close there, and believe me, Derby fans, they are tight. And a big shout out to Thunderslut online, saying Derby thighs should always, and I repeat, always be out. A little bit of injustice on track. Not many thigh action, not much thigh action. Plenty of baggy pants, plenty of thighs covered up on track.
Oh, automatic! Getting a massive run up and just smashing through that inside line to get lead jammer.
Holy dooly, that was a big gap on the inside. RPG turns to the beard once again, gets through for that initial pass.
Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, as you would know, Copter was on 5 penalties, so sitting down for his 6th currently. That is all the penalties he has up his sleeve.
We'll keep an eye on Copter. He's going to be a good boy from now on, or it could be the last. We've Copter on track tonight for his last game for the Brisbane City Rollers, Scartel.
Meanwhile, Arsenal was only on 2, so this is his 3rd penalty, leaving Josh Shelley and Synaptic Kid to take up the slack on the track.
Buzz back on track. Jimmy Rage, the guitar player in my band. I'm going to talk to him a bit later. We're going to start an all-star roller derby band. Lead jammer.
That was an impressive way through. A stomp to the out, a sweep to the in. Wyatt clearing the inside.
Plenty of speed on the inside. More points. Low block, wasn't it?
It was. Off to the bin.
So this time we have a Scartel power jam.
Oh, Fuzz being held up by Wyatt. Last line of defense. Harm's Way comes out. Oh, and falls out under him. So I believe that'll be a low block. And Fuzz is out of there.
And that's the initial pass for Fuzz. Brisbane are looking to take full advantage of this power jam.
Oh, Funyun, Rex, and Wyatt all on Fuzz.
Nicely done. Fuzz gets through, scores the full 5 points.
BCR setting up for a catch on Jimmy Rage. Oh! Massive hit by Fuzz, sending him straight to the ground.
That was an absolute rib cruncher, jam on jammer. Big time, Accioni. Fuzz is going to come right back. Nice defense again by the New York team. Holy H moly, that was a big hit.
BCR boys are giving Jimmy Rage hell at the front. Shirley bridging and keeping an eye on the backpack.
Some of the big blockers out front for the Brisbane team.
Harm's Way is coming back on. Looks like he might lend a helping hand to Jimmy Rage.
2 blockers to get past for Fuzz. Scores the points. Well done, Fuzz. 5 more points. Not to be outdone. 5 more points to New York.
Jimmy Rage slipping out in that apex. I'm telling you, those boys are sweaty.
And some of the famous Brisbane sweat once again. Fuzz wants the points. Calls that jam off. We're trying to. That is jam over.
After taking a massive hit by Harm's Way, number 8. I've heard a rumor that he was a football player.
A football player, like a gridiron player.
Gridiron, rugby, some sort of full contact sport, and I can definitely see the connection there. He looks like he's done that before.
He is a big, burly bloke, and it wouldn't surprise me, he's a football star of gigantic proportions. The one and only Sexual lining up against RPG. There goes the whistle. RPG in the middle of that pack somewhere.
A lot of confusion about the blockers.
RPG lead jammer. Well done, RPG.
Sexual being held up at the front there by Arsenal and Copter.
Yeah, nice Scartel defense, nice New York defense. RPG almost through.
Oh, around the outside.
Well done.
Oh, big hit by Copter and Sexual on the inside line.
Sexual's going to come right back, but here comes RPG. 5 more points, well done. Grand Slam points. Sexual's heading to the penalty box.
RPG coming up to a 3-roll of the Shock Exchange boys. Getting some help by Copter. Toxic last line of defense, but he is out of there for another 5 points.
This is turning into a big, big jam for the Scartel. Scartel have 2 blockers on track, 3 for New York.
D and Copter both providing some offensive blocking. Oh, massive hit by Arsenal.
Holy moly, that was a big hit.
Oh, T-Stop Tornado not getting up, and the jam is being called. Skaters are all taking a knee. Arsenal looks very upset. We have first aid running in to check on him, and he will... It's okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have some of the best nurses available to look after poor T-Stop.
Shout out to some of the people watching live online at the moment. Thunderslut. Hello, Thunderslut. Kim Lee, Beaver Destruction. Hello. Vic Holler, hello. Let's hope he's all right.
He has more games to play. Ladies and gentlemen, looks like Mr. T-Stop Tornado is getting up and is able to skate himself off the track. It's okay to give him a round of applause in your own living room.
And a warm round of applause here at the Mansfield Eagle Roller Derby Emporium. Plenty of time left in the second half. Plenty more.
We're only
Derby
6
action.
minutes in.
It seems like so much longer, so
it
much
does.
action on track.
Such action.
Our referee Kruger just shamwaring the track. More of that famous sweat on track. Synaptic Kid is jamming.
We have the Shock Exchange jammer standing, poised, ready.
There goes our whistle.
And Bisexual is back on track.
Hit and spin almost paying off for Synaptic Kid.
Oh, it's a beautiful offense by Rex on Blacktooth Grinner on the inside, allowing Bisexual to fly through that pack.
Synaptic took the gamble of wanted to keep on skating, and that was a cutting penalty. This time it's a New York power jam.
And I believe the Shock Exchange jammer was made ineligible for lead, meaning, ladies and gentlemen, this will be a 2-minute jam.
Dang, I love a 2-minute jam. 2 minutes of roller derby action. Roller derby brutality on track.
Synaptic Kid standing and getting ready to attack.
Nice defense by Brisbane. Oh, we have
Sex.
We have Sex. He's wearing the panties. We have a new jammer. Sex is a new jammer. So that's a couple of blockers heading to the penalty box for New York.
2 in a row.
Big up on the inside for Synaptic.
Oh, and Sex is out of there.
Well done, Synaptic.
Some fancy footwork. Let's see what Sex has got for us. Oh, Synaptic Kid runs into the back of the Shock Exchange jammer. He hits him out, and Sex looks like he's taking Synaptic Kid for a walk, but Synaptic Kid does not want to come.
Ah, the joy of Sex. At least watching Sex play roller derby. No, Synaptic's not going for it. I don't blame him. It's a hot night here at the Mansfield Eagle Roller Derby Indoor Roller Derby Emporium.
It's like Copter's going for some Eat the Baby. Synaptic Kid is back on track.
And that is a jam over. So much happening in that jam.
We have Sammy the Pants up to jam for the Shock Exchange next to RPG for the Brisbane City Rollers.
The famous RPG. You can't walk down Ipswich without being mobbed.
Most of the women are just swooning after his beard. Or so I hear.
You can hear his beard vibrate from here. Just the magnetism and coming from that beard. The aura of the beard. Lead the jammer, New York. Thumbs up once again.
Oh, Wyatt, last line of defense against RPG, but unfortunately harm's way has come to Wyatt's help. RPG is out of there. Shirley telling the pack to run.
I was yearning for a bit of jammer on Jamie Accioni, but this pack is speeding up. Well and truly, creating a nice breeze here.
It's creating a bit of a wind tunnel, isn't it, Johnny?
It's a hot night here, so I'll take anything I can get. That is jam over.
Next up on the jammer line, we have Captioni, Fuzz, and Automatic. We have one Shock Exchange skater in the bin. I believe it's Wyatt, the captain. So the pack advantage to BCR, which doesn't make a hell of a difference to Automatic. He is out of there.
Yeah, hit and spin by Automatic. Using brute force to get to the front. He is lead jammer. A well done fuzz around the outside. Gets through for that initial pass.
Automatic looking for some points. He has Copters coming up to get the other three. And calls it.
Almost some points to the back of the pack for Brisbane. Not quite. That is jam over. Jimmy Rage lining up once again for the Shock Exchange.
Synaptic Kid for the Brisbane City Rollers. Wyatt standing, not quite out of the bin, so we still have a pack advantage to the Brisbane City Rollers. Oh, we have a clear on the inside. Synaptic is still caught by the front. Harm's way weighing in heavily, throwing a big hit on Synaptic Kid.
Wide out of the penalty box, hitting that pack with force. A lead jam is Synaptic Kid, well done.
Believe there's a panty on the ground. Must be the pivot panty.
There is a pivot panty on the ground. Oh, look out for that panty. Synaptic Kid keeps on rolling, 5 points. Nice D by Brisbane.
We have a star pass to Jimmy Rage, who's coming back on to take on BCR.
Shirley is in the penalty box. That is a jam over.
Now we have, it's your favourite jammer
Bisexual.
for the Shock Exchange.
For Shock Exchange. And RPG, I'm a big fan of RPG as well.
What's not to like?
He's just so damn lovable. He's
All
scruffy
these
but
boys are
lovable.
quite lovable, aren't
Yeah,
they?
Big fan of all these blokes on a track. Bisexual. Cops a big hit from Fuzz. He's got to come right back. RPG trying to push his way to the front.
Buzz and Blacktooth Grinner alone with the jammer. And they're both out of there, but RPG is your lead.
Bisexual looking to reel him in.
Oh, big play. Grinner and Buzz.
Double donut, so no points scored in that jam.
No love lost. Have Fuzz up to jam next to a BCR, next to Sammy the Pants.
These pants are going out around the world live as we speak. They are now famous pants. We've got the chamois out again. We're giving the track a bit of a wipe down. We have a timeout happening.
Looks like we have Shirley in the bin again. That is only his third penalty, I believe. He's been quite good this game.
Well behaved. Some of the blokes were keeping an eye on Copter and Fuzz. They were getting up there with the penalties.
Oh, and a big shout out to Raquel. Their league is watching from all the way from Brazil.
Brazil, beautiful Brazil. I'd love to go there. I heard the beer is cold. There's plenty of palm trees around the place. Everyone's beautiful.
Everyone is beautiful. I hear the water is amazing.
A big shout out to Adam Roosh. Good morning in Washington, D.C. as well. I wrote that down. And a big shout out once again to Sean Howyer in New Jersey.
Adam, I agree. The Jammer on Jammer stare down was quite intriguing. I'd like to see some more Jammer on Jammer action. We love that.
And it's a fantastic way to start the day, Adam says. Cereal and Derby. I wonder what kind of cereal he's eating. Rice bubbles or something. I love rice bubbles.
Like a chocolate milkshake in the crunchy.
Oh, yeah. Nutrigrain. That's an Australian. Is that an Australian? I'd eat Nutrigrain.
I believe it is Australian.
That's Iron Man food. Here we go. We're rolling. Sammy jamming for New York.
Ooh, big hit by Sex on Fuzz. That sounds like the name of the song.
I saw that movie last week, I think.
Sammy fighting at the front of the pack against a full BCR lineup.
Plenty of great defense. That's a very, very tight pack.
Both Germans looking hungry. Oh, we have Fuzz down. Sammy is up. Coming in. Oh, clear line. Shirley gets in front of him. Sandwiches him with Copter. Another big hit. He's down. Shirley's down. Everyone's down. And Sammy has accrued the penalty.
Was that a low block? We got a good old-fashioned Brisbane power jam. Get excited, Brisbane fans. Fuzz is a lone jammer on track.
Big hit. Copter's on the ground. Wyatt throwing Fuzz around with the help of Sex. And Mr. Funyun.
Foz has another go at the New York wall out front. Great defense.
Arsenal is off to the bin. Fuzz still has not made it out of this pack, and Sammy is standing and back on the track. Oh, Synaptic Kid takes a big fall in front of him. And
Nice
is given a low block.
Nice work by Copter. Semi-Dangerfield has come right back.
Contending with Copter and Fuzz now. Shirley on a defense. Massive hit by Shirley, sending Sammy flying.
He was trying to jump that line. He was on a bit of an angle that looked painful coming down, but we have thumbs up from Sammy Dangerfield. That is jam over. Physical stuff here.
Looks like Shirley's suffering from that hit.
Holy moly, oh, the brutality.
The mayhem, the carnage.
Fantastic words. Three of my favorite words when it comes to roller derby. Oh, we've got a big pool of body sweat on track. Good chance to wipe that up. Physical stuff. Still plenty of time left in the second half.
This is BCR's timeout. Just to have a chat about some things.
Big shout out to everyone watching online. We're on YouTube. I'm not real up to date with all the stuff happening online. I'm not real computer literate. I'm not really literate in any way, shape or form. But hello to everyone.
You go all right, Johnny.
It's all a sham. It's all a fake.
It's all lies.
It's all lies. Don't believe the hype. Big shout out to Bossy. Jess Drake. I know some of these people. Angie Maloney, go Fuzz.
That would be a good drinking game, Viv. Every time the track needs to get wiped down.
Oh, you can count on Brisbane to bring their special brand of body sweat to any bout. Almost ready to rock and roll once again. RPG lining up against Automatic.
Looks like they might pull off the strategy they tried last time, where Automatic gets a big run up and that
Keep an eye out for
exchange
it.
boy clears the inside.
You saw it coming.
Oh, but Hank Vista saw it coming too.
Well done, Hank Vista. Taking on it down. RPG gets to the front somehow, some way. Lead Jammer.
Arsenal back on track. We have a clean box. Automatic is out of there.
Yeah, New York getting through for an initial pass. RPG, however, wants the points. Pulls that jam off. New York may have scored some points. Unlucky. 2 points to Brisbane on that last lap.
Brisbane are closing that gap. It is now 77 to the Scartel to 209 to the Shock Exchange.
I can tell you though, this is a very fun game to watch and call. This crowd is loving it here at the Eagle Roller Derby Emporium. 10 minutes out of Brisbane in the Sunshine State, Queensland. We have Jimmy Rage lining up against Synaptic Kid. The whistle has gone.
Jimmy Rage just looking like he wanted to see what Synaptic Kid was doing there, didn't he?
He was hopping around. Synaptic Kid, always hungry for points.
Oh, and Synaptic Kid manages to fight his way out of a bump out of that outside.
Well done, Synaptic Kid. Big shout out to all the Vikings out there watching Jammer on Jammer action. Here come both jammers. Oh, Jimmy Rage on the inside.
Was that a jammer shanking? No, surprisingly, his feet must not have hit the ground before the fourth whistle blew.
That was some serious, once again, Michael Jordan hang time.
That was a beautiful job. I very much thought he had that and the points along with it.
It looked good.
It's amazing. These boys have got some fancy footwork. RPG up to jam for the Brisbane City Rollers.
Bisexual back on track for the Shock Exchange. Very, very tight pack once again, sorry. Bisexual almost through, but here comes RPG. Oh, that was close.
That was very close.
This is the jammer on jammer action I've been yearning for.
Come on, boys. Do us proud. Show us what you've got. Hit each other.
It looks like Brisbane want to speed this pack up. New York want to slow it down. Double donuts.
Donuts.
Donuts. No, 1 point. Or 1 point to New York. I love New York. I love the Ramones. I love the Beastie Boys. I love the New York Dolls. I love CBGBs.
That's a lot of love, Johnny.
NYSE, H2O. Shout out to H2O. Let's go. Synaptic Kid lining up against Sammy Dangerfield.
It's like Synaptic Kid wanted to try and ghost Sammy. Sammy was not having any part of it.
I wonder if Danger is his middle name. Sammy Dangerfield, maybe.
Maybe he's in the danger zone.
Shout out to Kenny Loggins. He's through for that initial pass. Thumbs up once again.
Oh, and we have Synaptic Kid heading to the sin bin. I did not see what penalty he committed. It appears to be a cut track.
Sammy Dangerfield easily on the inside, and I do mean easily for 5 more points.
Floated through that pack.
Scartel setting up their wall. We've got some big hitters out front.
A traditional four wall, everyone facing forward. We don't see many of those these days. Looks like it's working well for them. Reformed into a brace. Copter's at the front, throwing a big hit on Sammy. He doesn't go all the way out. Grinner is weighing in.
Oh, we've got some heavy hitters out front.
D.
Nice defense. We're one of
Nice
the best.
defense by D.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
Grinner.
Nice. Sammy, one of the best jammers in the planet.
Just twirled his way out of there.
Hit and spin. I love a good hit and spin.
Oh, and a beautiful star pass from Synaptic Kid over the top to Copter.
Copter always makes it look good. Here comes Sammy, wants the points. And there's that one leg action calling that jam off.
You saw it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
We got plenty of time left in the second half. I'm putting it out there. We got plenty of time. Plenty more roller derby to come. And once again, a big shout out to our Bossy. She's got love hearts up on the aim of this match.
Bossy likes you.
It's just the way I say that some of the names.
Can you say Bossy the way you say Kaisexual?
Kaisexual Bossy. Bossy and Kaisexual.
There we go, Bossy. I hope that made your night.
It made mine. Big shout out to Zoe.
Let us know how that drinking game is going, guys.
A lot of drunk people out there. Automatic. Line up against RPG. Check out the sweat. We got so much sweat on track. It's a sweat fest here. It's about 58 degrees Celsius and about 2,000% humidity here. It's very, very hot.
2,000% humidity with a chance of rain.
With a chance of a roller derby awesomeness.
Looks like we just have a Blacktooth Grinner in the penalty box. Oh, and it looks like the Shock Exchange might be setting up this strategy again.
Check
Automatic, charging the inside line.
Check it out. We've got a big mogul holding run-up. That's a cricketing term.
Is it? I'm not a cricket fan.
For the Americans watching, they probably won't have a clue what's happening. Mogul holding run-up. Oh, plenty of big hits.
RPG getting a good run-up, but not enough to stop Automatic from getting lead jammer.
Automatic, as you can see, a very, very fast jammer. Wasting no time to get around the track.
He's
and
great
score the
to
points.
watch.
Yeah. Fantastic work, 5 points. 5 Grand Slam points.
Got a meandering pack at the moment. Automatic comes up behind Copter and Hank Vista.
Thunderslut said she's drunk on Derby Man Love. So am I, my friend. So much action on track. RPG cops a whip on the inside. Gets through for that initial pass.
We have Shirley heading back to the sin bin, while RPG is hungry for points.
Oh! Bit of action in suicide seating. Automatic getting amongst it. Saying hello to his Australian friends. I know, what's a cricket team? It's a terrible game. It goes for 5 days, you play for 5 days, and it's a draw. The most boring game in the world, I know, right? Yeah, Adam. What's a cricket team? I know.
We have Synaptic Kid against Jimmy Rage. A big hit on Synaptic by Harm's Way. Well, Jimmy fights at the front of the pack and is rewarded with lead jammer.
Jimmy Rage, my guitar player in my all-star roller derby band. Synaptic Kid heading to the belly box.
That's a shame.
That means we've got a shock exchange pop-up power jam. Nice defense by the Brisbane team again.
Jimmy Rage getting yielded to the back, having to contend with Arsenal Copter and D. But he makes it through on the inside for a full 5 points.
A reminder, Derby fans, this is the second game they played in a row. The wonderful SX participated in the first game against Sun State.
They're quite an impressive bunch of lads, if I do say so myself.
Oh, nice defense. Some big hits. Well, the likes of Arsenal. Arsenal has put some big hits in tonight.
He's a big boy. He can hit quite hard when he wants to, even when he doesn't want to. Oh, and Synaptic Kid goes round the outside, takes a massive whip off Shirley and sends him flying. But ladies and gentlemen, it was worth it.
Oh, that will happen just in front of us, too. That was awesome. That is a jam over. I love a good whip.
That was beautiful. He whipped him so hard, he sent him flying.
Almost ripped his love handles off.
I think that might have been my favourite move of the game so far.
I think so.
That was amazing.
And take another drink, another sweat wipe up. A lot of drunk people out there in Derbyland. Bisexual run up against the one and only RPG, and we have a timeout, a team timeout happening.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can also play another drinking game as well as drinking every time the sweat is cleaned up. You could also drink every time Johnny Smash says,
Bisexual. This one's for all the ladies out there and the guys.
Only 6 minutes of this game left, so you better make sure your drinks are filled and ready to play. I think you've got a pretty good chance of still getting wasted if you give it a good shot. This track is looking pretty sweaty, and Johnny Smash is looking pretty excited.
I'm drunk on Derby love. Drunk on Derby love! You hear me? Drunk on Derby love. Oh yeah, bisexual.
First up, he must have heard about our drinking game. And the bearded, famous RPG jamming for BCR.
Can't walk down the street of Ipswich without being harassed. He is famous.
This is an interesting setup. So the Stock Exchange have got a 3-wall at the back of the pack to deal with RPG, while Sex, I believe, is sitting at the front with BCR's 4-wall looking to do some offensive work.
I can't believe there's been a player called Sex competing, and I have hardly ever touched it.
That is actually a good point.
Yeah.
I think you're enjoying
Plenty
bisexual.
wasted lines there. Bisexual rolls off the tongue a little bit better, so to speak. Speaking of which, bisexual is lead jammer.
RPG manages to fight off Rex, not Sex, Rex, to get out just after Bisexual.
Bisexual calls that jam off.
He attempts to, but I believe he committed a back block just beforehand.
So make some noise, Brisbane fans. It is a power jam to Scartel. Make some noise. I hope you're at home clapping and yahooing.
Screaming at the TV. Telling these boys how to play their derby.
RPG. Here he comes.
Oh, he is out of there.
Is that smoke coming from his beard? It's on fire. 5 points. And not much time left on the big roller derby clock. Just over 5.5 minutes.
RPG hits the back of that Shock Exchange wall, while Bisexual is back on track, fighting the BCR boys at the back.
Impressive hit and spin by RPG. He scores the points. Bisexual back on track. Takes on
Long
Copter.
line of defense.
Copter's got to be careful. He's Had a few majors.
Cannot afford another penalty, Copter. Oh!
Nice work.
By Hank Fister, wasn't it?
Hank Fister, yeah. He's a brute of a man.
RPG being yielded to the back of the pack by Sex.
And not much time left in that jam. That is jam over. An exciting jam. Holy moly, it's been an exciting bout all round.
It's been an excellent bout. So much to see. You can't take your eyes off the track for a second.
Mesmerising. Speaking of mesmerising. My man, Sammy Dangerfield, is back on track jamming for the New York team.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would kindly take a sip of your drink. We have two separate puddles being cleaned up.
We've got Number Cruncher working on a big puddle over here. We've got Sister Mercy working on a puddle over here.
Adam, I reckon the Scartel can hit the 100 mark. We've got 4 minutes and 21 seconds left on the clock.
Go Scartel. Send all your roller derby positive energy through your monitors. You can do it. Big shout out once again to Thunder Slut. I'm giving you another shout out because I just love saying Thunder Slut.
Oh, we're getting a shout out by the in-house announcers to Copter. As ladies and gentlemen, it is his last game with the Brisbane City Rollers.
Sadly, he's heading down to Canberra. Got a job down there, but he's a well-loved personality in local roller derby. I know there's plenty of leagues down in Canberra just willing to they'll just eat him up down there.
Seems we have some on-track flirting happening between Sammy the Pants and Copter.
A couple of impressive navels on display. Not much thigh action on display, but plenty of navel tonight.
I believe the mopping is complete.
There was a couple of minutes we were completely underwater, but we've got rid of all that moisture. Almost ready to rock and roll again.
If any team could flood this stadium out, it would be those boys. So two fancy-footed jammers up on the line. Synaptic Kid versus Sammy the Pants.
Did I hear that right? I believe Kai's sexual has been fouled out of the game. Did I hear that right?
Oh.
That means I can't say Kai's sexual anymore.
That's ruined the drinking game. Both jammers going hell for leather with not a lot of space to work with.
Sammy Dangerfield jamming for New York. Synaptic Kid jamming for the Brisbane team. Sammy is your lead jammer.
Synaptic Kid about half a lap behind him. That was just a mess of red and black and yellow for a while there.
Scartel setting up their red and tartan wall out front. Sammy calls that jam off. Gives thumbs up.
Oh dear.
Get it down.
Synaptic Kid just taking a little break on the track, telling everyone he's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one of the refs. Two puddles being cleaned up.
This crowd going berserko here for the New York team.
Oh, and these kids are off. RPG is jamming for BCR. Meanwhile, your lead jammer is Automatic.
Once again, a big gap on the inside, opening up for Otter. RPG gets through for an initial pass.
Oh, big hit by Copter. Shirley weighing in, keeping Otter back. Not stopping him from scoring his points. Just under 3 minutes left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. There is not long of this bout to go.
It's almost a pity this game is ending. It's been so much fun to call, so much fun to watch. Plenty of positive energy on track between these two teams. And Jimmy Rage and that the kid.
Big and Synaptic Kid. Sammy yielding him to the back. Oh, and Synaptic Kid is being sent to the penalty box. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen.
Power jam to New York. Oh, Jimmy Carnage heading around the outside to the penalty box as well. Keep an eye on that penalty box.
Rubik's Krug is having a bit of a chat to Synaptic Kid. The jam is being called dead.
So because Synaptic Kid's, that was Synaptic Kid's 7th penalty. As soon as Jimmy Rage hit the sit, then they had to stop the jam.
Ladies and gentlemen, Synaptic Kid has officially fouled out of here, which is why the jam was called dead.
Well done. Synaptic Kid, he's put in a big bout. Copter's jamming. And what could be his last bout for the Scartel. It is his last bout for the Scartel. Going out in a blaze of glory.
Oh, and what a blaze. Such blaze.
This
such
crowd
glory.
is going bazonkers here for Copter. A lead jammer, lone jammer. Nope. He's lead jammer. And Jimmy Rage gets through for that initial pass. Not much time left on the clock. Copter calls that jam off.
Looks like there might be just enough time for one last jam.
Just saw it out of the corner of my eye. About 35 seconds left on the big roller derby clock behind us. Definitely time for one more jam, I reckon.
Oh, we have an official timeout. Looks like just a bit of track maintenance. It doesn't look like they're discussing anything too serious, just checking the tape. These boys are quite rough with the flooring, between the sweat and the wheels and the hard-hitting, action-packed balls.
Oh, the glorious brutality here at the Eagle Mansfield Indoor Roller Derby Emporium. Rex, I believe, jamming for the first time. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, jamming for the first time. And Copter jamming what could be the last jam.
I think they're pretending to be tigers or lions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this could be the last jam of the match. Please put our hands together for both of these teams out here. The Scartel and the New York Exchange. New York
This is it, Roller Derby fans. This is our last jam. Big hits.
Bodies falling.
Here comes Copter. One blocker to get past, two blockers to get past, three blockers to get past. Nice defense in the back of the pack. Arsenal.
Oh, not letting him through. You shall not pass.
Copter almost through, but copping. Cutting penalty.
His 7th penalty. Taking the panty off before he hits the sin bin.
That's right, it's 7th penalty. Kruger.
Oh!
Away with him.
A massive hit by D.
Rex had to come right back.
Oh, Wyatt clearing that inside line though.
Nice work by Wyatt opening that big gap. A lead jam, a thumbs up.
Thumbs up for Jonathan. Oh, almost making it through, but Hank Pfister weighing in. Oh, and a massive hit by Sammy on Arsenal, sending him flying.
And Brisbane setting up their wall at the back of the pack. Rex tiptoeing down that inside line.
But accruing a penalty along the way, so he will be spending the last seconds in the sin bin.
The jam will have to be called off. No jammer on track. That is full time. Oh, what about that was? Holy moly, that was a good bout. Great to watch.
That was fantastic. I could not take my eyes off that track. I mean, that was my job, but even if I hadn't been here, I wouldn't have been able to take my eyes off that track.
A lot of love to both of these teams, the Brisbane City Rollers teams, the Scartel, and a big, big love to the New York team, the Shock Exchange. They're on their big Australian tour. Lots of love to them.
For taking a very small trip out to Australia. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump, really. A massive thank you to the Shock Exchange for coming all this way. You're very welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Give it up for New York. High fives all around. Very cool to watch. So much talent in their team.
They're a great bunch of gentlemen. They're very, very sweet and very respectful. A pleasure to play, if I do say so myself.
2010 Men's Derby Coalition Champions, 2011 Murder Champions, and 2012 Mohawk Valley Cup Champions. They are the New York Shock Exchange. Lots of love to them. Awesome to watch. Their defense, their jammers, all around a team game. And we've still got a few more dates on their Australian tour. But don't forget the local boys. And the Brisbane City Rollers own the Scartel. Lost his last game. A lot of hugging in the crowd.
Lots of love by the BCR boys.
Big shout out to the referees, non-scanning officials.
Well, then we couldn't happen without you guys.
Big shout out to one and only Video Bob.
Well, then we couldn't happen online without Video Bob.
The charismatic, the great looking Video Bob. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this bout. As I mentioned earlier, I mentioned all through the bout. It was a lot of fun to call and watch. Big shout out to the lovely SX.
Oh, Johnny. Shout out to you.
Always lovely.
Always fun. Always interesting.
Always interesting is the word.
Interesting is the word. Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, there's not much else happening at the, what is it?
It's the Eagle Mansfield. Mansfield? No, Gravatt Youth and Recreation Roller Derby Emporium. 10 minutes away from Brisbane in Queensland, the Sunshine State.
And capital?
And capital of Queensland is the place to be. Australia. We're tuning out. Is there an after party? I want to get drunk.
I believe one is being organised as we speak. The girls definitely want to go and party.
Even in the car park, if someone gets, buy some beers and we just set something up in the car park.
Actually, this car park gets locked. You lose your car if you stay in this car park. So it's a party on the highway. We've got to find a venue.
I like your thinking, SX. Are we tuning out? How do we tune out? Do we just say, and we're out? And bye for now.
We're out?
And I'm going to come up with something to say when we tune out. And we are out of here.
Out of here.
Thank you for watching.
And good night.
And good night. This is where I drop the microphone. And gentle fade out. Thank you, video. MVP. Yeah, you want to do that?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Roller derby fans of all ages, we're back. You thought you'd get rid of us.
But you can't keep us down.
The time has come to hand out some MVP awards, I believe, here at the Mansfield Indoor Roller Derby Emporium. So much roller derby talent on track tonight. Who do you have for MVP?
Although you don't get a prize, you've got some good games apparently. But the MVP for the Saturday game to the New York Stock Exchange, although Rose said that sex was on fire and all their teams were amazing, the MVP goes to number 20, Wyatt or A. Drinkers. There you are. So the MVP. And I know why.
So Abe Drinkin named MVP for the first bout against Sun State.
Oh, good old Wyatt, the captain. Sea Dog. He was excellent.
Sea Dog.
Sea Dog.
I like that.
Captain Dog. He pulled out all the amazing offense.
Polly Crackers named MVP for Sun State in the first bout.
That little rocket of dynamite, I swear that girl has bionic legs. She is amazing.
Awesome to watch. Okay, we're about to announce the MVPs in the next one, I believe.
The BCR MVP. Just have to get the Scartel's attention first. Social butterflies they are, they've already lost interest. They're in party mode now.
Mac! MVP!
RPG MVP.
For the Brisbane City Rollers.
That beard.
The man with the magic beard.
That beard gets him always over the line.
Just like a shark. Draws his power from it.
RPG!
RPG in the corner signing autographs. We're trying to find him. Here he is.
All them fans found him. Getting high fives all the way to the desk to have his award presented.
And look at this, receiving a American flag, an autographed American flag from the New York team. What a fantastic bout that was. RPG is the man.
Wow, what an excellent present. That is just the coolest
That's
thing
brilliant.
I've ever seen.
Got to get that framed.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe this time we will actually say goodbye.
I just don't want to say goodbye at 6. I'm not good at goodbyes. Have we announced the New York MVP for the second bout?
I believe it was Sex.
Sex. Nothing better, or no one better than Sex in that second bout. Do you want to say sign out for us, Sex? I'm not good at it.
I don't think I could top your last sign out.
I'm going to be teary.
Oh, Johnny, it's okay. They'll come back sometime.
You promise? I've got to see those pants one more time in my lifetime.
Oh, Sammy the Pants.
So many glorious moments. Big hits. Sweaty men. I love sweaty men. Let's roll it up. Let's get out of here. I believe there's an after party being formed as we speak.
Still no details on that yet, but there will be drinks.
Okay. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Being formed as we speak.